Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I, Tony Schiavone, with Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett, and today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday on Thursday Night Impact or Hit, because today that was a good show. We saw Roxanne Perez win the TWF hard middle winnings, by beating, the Velveteen Dream, who thought he should just been given the TWF hard middle winnings instead of having a match for it. And Tony Schiavone says, "Well, you got that right," Daniel Bryan said. He believed in his mind that Autolycus, who was the TWF hard middle fighter until he came the first Wicker of the Toy Wrestling Gathering, the main Wicker of the Toy Wrestling Gathering gave up the strap. And we almost saw the Doomsday blow up. "Well, you got that right," Wade Barrett says. "I'll tell you one thing, Tony and Daniel, you got that right. We almost saw the Doomsday blow up. Something that I don't want to see happen. But sadly, I believe it was coming to its breaking end, though. You know, And what do you think about, the Doomsday almost coming undone? Well, I think that could have happened to either more greater team out there, that the Doomsday would have come undone. Like I thought that couldn't have happened, Daniel Bryan says, to a more greater team out there. Watching the Doomsday. Shit. Watching the Doomsday come undone like it did, that couldn't have happened, to any more greater team. That couldn't have happened. That couldn't have happened, to any more greater team out there. Watching the Doomsday come undone. Well, why would you say something like that, Daniel Bryan? The Doomsday didn't do anything bad to you. And I think they are a great team. In my belief, I think they are a good team. So I don't see why you think they should be coming undone. Well, here comes Autolycus now, the King of Thieves, and he comes in the ring now. So, anyway, here we go. So as we all know, I have to come up with who's going to be the new TWF women tag team fighters, since we don't even know who they were. So that means I gotta do some digging, to come up with who's going to be the new TWF women tag team fighters. And some folks might go under the belief that, oh, well, Autolycus, you and the Toy Wrestling Gathering should just give up on the TWF women's tag team winnings. Because truly, do you really have anyone, that truly wants to fight for them? And the answer is, yes, we do. Because I have pulled out at least 2 tag teams out there. I at least have pulled out, at least some tag teams out there, that would like to fight, for the TWF women tag team winnings. And I had to go and get 2 teams out. And one of them was Nikki and Brie Bella. Well, you can say thank you, Nikki says. I feel very proud that you chose us. Only tell us, why do you think it took so long, for you to choose us? Well, I don't know. Because I thought it would. Well, I don't know why. I mean, first off, I did choose you folks because I knew you folks could do it. And a lot of folks out there might think that we're running out of tag teams, that we don't know what we're doing. But I'm here to tell you, yes, we do know what we're doing. And the other tag team that you're going to be going against is going to be against Ronda Rousey. Ha ha. Well, you forgot all about me, didn't you? And Shayna Baszler. Ha, guess what? It's Team UFC all over again. Alright? And whoever wins will be the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. Because as we know, we don't know, I want to say it was Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And if it was them, then whoever wins from this match will have to fight them. Where's the match happen now? Well, you gotta like it, because Autolycus is going out, that Autolycus is looking outside the box, Tony Schiavone says. He did put two women tag teams together. This match is for the TWF Women Tag Team Winnings. First, they are the team of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And they are Nikki and Brie Bella. Meaning, well, we do know that whoever wins this match is going to be the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. And there are many tag teams out there, that would like to be in the ring. And now Ronda Rousey just took down Brie Bella. Tony Schiavone says, yep, Ronda Rousey was just, she was in WWE, Daniel Bryan says. She came in WWE in 28 between YL, and then her deal ended in 2023 YL. And even though she caught on to skilled wrestling very well, she had the mindset that since skilled wrestling and skilled fighting were two unlike things, she worked that into being a heel. You gotta like that, Bray. You gotta like that, Wade Barrett says, when you can work something and you can work something like that and you can make it yours, well then great going with it. And right now Brie Bella isn't doing very well. And Brie Bella just brings in Nikki Bella, who went on to do a lot more than her sister did. And Nikki Bella just knocked down Ronda Rousey, the former WWE woman heavyweight fighter and a former two-time world women heavyweight fighter in WWE and a one-time WWE women's tag team fighter, is in a bind right now. And now Ronda Rousey brings in Shayna Baszler, who during her time in WWE, she was known for being the two-time WWE NXT woman heavyweight fighter, a three-time WWE women's tag team fighter, and that was it. And Nikki Bella getting down right now. And Shayna Baszler didn't do as well as Ronda Rousey did once she went from NXT to Raw and Smackdown. It looks like the binds are going in. Is Brie Bella going to give up? Nikki Bella's going to come in and break this up from the top steeple. Oh, and Ronda Rousey stopped it, Tony Schiavone said. Well, yeah, you gotta like how Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler work together. Each one of them, comes from that skilled fighting background. Former skilled fighters became skilled wrestlers, Daniel Bryan said. Their mindsets are not the greatest. Yeah, well, you don't have to be friends as a skilled fighter or as a skilled wrestler, Wade Barrett says. 1. Ding, 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 ding. What the hell is that all about? Here are your winners and the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. The team of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Well, I don't know what that was all about. It looks like the Fight Keeper may have gotten, looks like Varia, the Fight Keeper, may have gotten a little misled about should she, was it a cover or was it a yielding, Tony Schiavone says. Well, I can tell you one thing right now. I can tell you right now, Daniel Bryan says, that we've got new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, and they don't look like they want to make friends of anyone. No, you don't have to be friends with anyone. That's the cool thing about it, Wade Barrett says. You don't have to be friends at all. It's got to be the TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. And at the end of the day, you got to make that work. Well, I take it away now with Mike Today. Well, stand up! Well, thank you, Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Stand up! Oh man! Stand up! Alright, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, it seems to me that you both are now the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters for the freest time, calling yourself Team UFC, even though Ronda, you'd started in UFC when you were a skilled fighter, and Shayna, well, you were in BF, Bellator Fighting, or BF for short. Both former skilled fighters, both now skilled wrestlers. First off, why we call ourselves Team UFC, it really just has to do with us being from a skilled fighting background. Even though Ronda here, she's done a lot more of it than I have. I mean, yes, she was in UFC, I was in BF. Yes, she was a former UFC women's heavyweight fighter. Yes, she was a former WWE woman heavyweight fighter, two-time woman heavyweight fighter, one-time WWE women's tag team fighter with me. And she done a lot more things than I did. But coming back as a tag team and becoming the TWF Women's Tag Team Fighters, it's all worth it. Yeah. I know a lot of folks out there like to say that, that it's hard for a skilled fighter to shift to a skilled wrestler. First, it's the mindset. First off, you're keeping in mind you're not truly fighting. You gotta make the holds look true. But anyway, we're the TWF Women's Tag Team Fighters. For the free with time, we're gonna set the standard for the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings. The standard that hadn't been set before, but now there will be a set standard for it. And that means you gotta watch out, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, if you were the women who held these straps. And we hold them now. And if you want to come after us for them, then it's not going to be smooth. And we'll still be the TWF Women's Tag Team Fighters after all of this. Well, come on, stand up. Well, that's my talk with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Back to you, Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Mike, today for talking with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler here today on Friday Night Smackdown. It is all the time we got here for Friday Night Smackdown. You know, for me, Tony Schiavone, and me, Tony Schiavone with Daniel Bryan and with Wade Barrett. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Collision or Hit.